Capcom continues to terrorize the gaming industry. Hold on. Let me explain. This isn't clickbait. Literally, yesterday was Twitch Rivals, and the Marvel vs. Capcom collection was being shown throughout. And on top of that, 25,000 plus viewers for a near 25-year-old game with veteran players that were actually in this Twitch Rivals. Yeah, that's insane. And just knowing that this is happening with how old this game is speaks a lot of volumes to how great the game is, how amazing the fighting game Essential is in terms of FGC, but also about other games that the anecdotes that they're feeding us these days within the gaming industry are not what we're looking for currently, right? It's why people not only get into like the nostalgia bait, but they look more into actual quality, right? The love of the game, the passion, what made the brands what they were versus just always, like, I guess, defaulting into like a live service type Essential. But I digress with that. Marvel vs. Capcom is 100% back. When you're having 25,000 plus viewers on Twitch, you know that it's going insane. And this is huge because this is something, if you're not really familiar with this channel, you know that this channel is a massive discussion board with insights, tips, factuals, just all around the board, gameplay and more, where we host this channel more like we're hanging out at a barber shop or something. I enjoy your debates, I enjoy your comments, and also our videos tend to pop off. A couple of our videos now have been getting thousands and thousands of views, and that's because of you all commenting and getting involved in our community tab. I highly encourage you, if you want somebody to really hang out with in the fighting game community, come through here, man. I promise I'll be writing back to you all also. And it's been cool because this is a golden era. We don't want to drop the ball. We don't want to, we just don't want to really like fumble the bag on this. So if you're a fighting game player, or you want to be a competitor or anything like that, just make sure like you just stick around this channel, bro. Trust me, because we're the best era that's ever been involved since the arcade era. So knowing and going back to that, this can really inspire some people. I'm talking to Mortal Kombat, because the numbers involved, the community involved, and what is going down content wise, it can really inspire other fighting game franchises. Hell, even Killer Instinct, you know, bring that on board, or just bring another a Soul Calibur collection, whatever fighting game collection that you would admire most. Dragon Ball Z, right? You know, Sparking Zero literally just came out today. You could, you know, just involve yourself and be like, I want a Budokai collection. Whatever it may be, they need to really take notes on this. A Tekken collection would be amazing. Killer Instinct collection, Tekken collection, Mortal Kombat collection, like those are games, my fam. Those are games. And I know people have commented other games also, so make sure you comment other collections that should be around. But people should be taking note, because this is how you dominate a brand, a franchise, and also a genre in gaming, what is known to be one of the most niche components, or probably the most niche genres in gaming in totality. It's not as mainstream as FPS or battle royales or any of that. It's fighting games, and we by far have now been helping out with esports records, us as audiences and fans and those that really indulge ourselves into these types of games, which can be frustrating at times, right? Not all the time. These are very difficult games to play, so I do understand the frequency as to why people don't dive into these games for long amounts of times, especially if they have lives, because you have to put hours into these games. But the great thing about these games is that they are legacy attributions, where if you learn it, you pretty much know a massive core essence to really continue through these franchises and install them into the game. But we, as the people, have helped Evo esports, you know, audiences, viewerships, competing records, numbers go higher and higher. Twitch Rivals went insane. More numbers continuously go insane when it comes to this. And y'all, this is not just a nostalgia thing where you just miss the past. Now, it can be, of course, because this was great, right? It's not in a bad sense, but this is more of a sense of what our audience really wants in terms of fighting games, or what we want as people and consumers, and what we want to do moving forward in advancement with fighting games. Tekken 8, of course, catching heat for the DLC. And it's sad that they really did start charging for the DLC. I feel that they should have worded it different. Honestly, in my opinion, they should have worded it different, maybe have us just pay for the DLC expansion. You get the story and the stage versus just giving us a free story and baiting us into that, gaining the trust, and be like, all right, we're just going to charge for the stage then. I feel like it could have been the opposite. It would have not been as much pissed off people if you just charged for the story instead of charging for a stage. You should just get the stage for free and charge the extra story mode. But yeah, that's crazy though. But Street Fighter 6 also just on top of everything with Capcom, right? Fighting game of the year, and I said this multitudes of times, right? You got Terry coming around. You got some other characters, of course. You got the Fatal Fury really just launching itself into the heavens now. Not really coming back from the dead, but just it's a revival at the end of the day. I feel that this audience can really grow rapidly for those that really... you know, Fatal Fury is rumored to be a little bit faster than Street Fighter 6. Oh, City of the Wolves, that is. I don't know. But if we can support that game, that's where I really want to go into right now, especially with Capcom. Because Capcom, of course, is collaborating, doing crossovers. Terry coming over, other people coming around in this year past now in Street Fighter 6. Then you had the other way around where you had Chun-Li and Ken going Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Now, if we can really support all of this, we're damn sure either getting another Marvel vs. Capcom, or we're damn sure definitely getting a Capcom versus SNK 3, in my opinion, just because all of these are all experimentations of what's going down, and so far it's all been very great feedback, especially those that like to spread the awareness like myself, right? I like to bring the facts up. I like to talk to the community a lot. I have tons of polls where lots of ratings in the polls, and lots of, a lot of it really leads to the same type of agreements for the most part. And I always ask in-depth questions with that. And it all falls back to all these things. Like, we all want a CVS 3. We all want a new Marvel vs. Capcom. Depending on what you think Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was, if you want that as part 4, then we're getting Marvel vs. Capcom 5. And people want these games because these are what we really dreamed of. You know, MK1 has really ramped up their gameplay this time around too. And that's huge. That's huge for us. All we're asking for now is like a collection or additional content in between this game, depending on how long you're planning to have this game out actively. Tekken 8, I think, should really revert back to charging additional stuff and having their Tekken Pass, their Battle Pass, whatever, and just go back to like singular type maybe DLC. I think that'd be great, because Tekken 8 was on fire until like, in recent times. It's been kind of up and down, and so I hope they continuously gather themselves back up, which I know they will, because they, for sure, a Tekken niche audience has a lot of dedication, because I'm one of them, right? We love the damn game, so we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We accept the flaws. Hell, I accept Mortal Kombat flaws. So yeah, that's just a component of that. But Capcom really giving us a brand new blueprint when it comes to a potential mainstream. Now, when you want mainstream numbers, like what I said, like Twitch Rivals, that's a great variation of it. We don't just want all the mainstream. We don't want it to become some watered down like type Call of Duty audience where like everything just gets like not the essence that we want, right? At the end of the day, we like sauce. We like really great combos. We like parries. We like real technical aspects and attributions to the game in totality. So when we want a mainstream, we just want to be able to try to understand or help others understand at a level that we do. Now, fighting game players, you know how we talk. We say, 1, 2, 3, 4. We say all that, down forward, up forward. Like, these are things that people don't understand as much, but we can help them get on par, which is why, Capcom walks so Tekken can run. For an example, Capcom brings on the modern controls now, right? Because Classic is pretty tough to really gather into at times. So Capcom's huge for that once again. Then you get Tekken bringing in that special style. That also helps take it to a whole new level now, because these are things that help casuals try to stick around, because it is very hard to be an utmost casual to play these games. Now imagine that on steroids when you go back to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and you have veteran players in there. These games now have online servers, and I say it over and over and over again. We're living in a huge era right now for what these fighting games are doing. And it's so fucking cool, man. Like, it's literally through the roof cool. And I will continue to say this almost in every other video, just to let y'all know that the passion that we all have for these games are getting recognized, and we should be excited for that. We should be continuously commenting on videos like this, and we should continuously like let our voice be heard. Yeah, there's flaws in all of them, but for essences and real games that we want, especially games on the go like this, like on the Switch, and then even though MK1 has a Switch one, maybe the next generation of a Switch will get a much better variation of a game. But these are things that continue to expand, and we'll get more and more gamers, more events. The events have really riled up. And then if you're looking for someone that wants to make it a lifestyle living, right? Maybe you want to be in casting for fighting games. Maybe you want to, I don't know, compete at the highest level. Well, videos like ours and videos like what Maximilian Dude does and what Main Man Swede does, we provide like awareness and insights so we could all just eat and win. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about the fighting game community, because the fact that sponsors will start coming around, right? We could eventually be like the way like Call of Duty and mainstream games are, without having to really sell out the main contribution to what fighting games are. You know what I mean? We don't have to water down too much. We already have modern controls and special style. Tekken 8's already highly aggressive versus like Tekken 7, and so we can continuously get a lot of things surrounding that. So if you're someone that aims to be, a gamer and things like that, I think on a business side also it's going to be massive with sponsors. They could look our way more often now, and the Olympics also getting approved for the esports. There's just so much cool shit that can all start back to what we're doing right here, guys, and it being on Marvel vs. Capcom collection again, and Capcom really giving us these collections, more content, more things to really talk around so we can discuss and really have fun. And it's really exciting to see records being broke, records going insane, and I can't just be thankful enough for this era, because someone who grew up in an arcade era to see this now, it's like, damn, like finally. And I know people like the biggest creators like Maximilian Dude, I know he's been vouching for this for like 7-8 years, and to see that come to fruition is insane, because his voice is heard, and so we're the mini version of that too. Our voices can be heard, and trust me, people do check out these videos. So y'all, if y'all have insights or what y'all think, what collection we need, or what we should be doing to continuously push this forward, this is a cool time to be a fighting game fan. Like literally Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just came out. And then we have Street Fighter 6, and then we have Tekken, and then we have Mortal Kombat, all on new rotations with new content all the time. Like they're all just a year in, and it's just so much going down, and it's so exciting, bro. But I'm excited. I gotta go check out Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, man. I'm excited. Peace.